Man, it's tough on a chicken right now. If you look at your chickens, they're standing out there all day long with their mouths wide open. They're panting, and they're trying to cool down. So this time of year, as hot as it is right now, going to be for the next foreseeable future, you really need to do something for your chickens that are going to help them endure the heat. And I've shown you this before, but I want to show you again now. I put a mister up. I don't want to get too close, don't want to get it wet, but I've got a little mister, that little orange thing right there, and it's misting. You can kind of see where it covers, and this grass is just as green as it can be, so it comes out here depending on how the wind's blowing. But make sure your chickens have, first of all, plenty of water. Secondly, make sure they've got some what I call air conditioning. You know, they need a little something. Now they don't particularly stand under it. They don't really like it. They're under it right now because I'm here and they think they're going to get something to eat. They don't stand under it all day long. It's just that sometimes they'll be in the pen in the shade, and the wind will blow the mist back on them, or just the fact that the mist is outside the pen, I think cools it down. I think they really like it. They seem to. They're thriving. I'm still getting quite a few eggs. Some days not so much, but that could be a snake getting them. But I got 7 hens, and I'm getting anywhere between usually 3 to 4 to 6. And some days I get 1 or 2, and it's because we've probably got a little rat snake getting in here and getting some. Or they got scared, something scared them, a hawk or something scared them. That will curtail or slow down their production too. But I've got, again, got the mister up here. But something else I've done is on this side of the pen, and that's, I don't know whether you can see it, but on the very right side of that pen is where that mister is, and it's covering quite a bit of area. They can get in it if they want to. I'm giving them that opportunity, let's put it that way. But I've also got this hose here. That is an old fitting, and it's getting to where it leaks just a touch, just a drip. And so I just leave it there dripping into their water, make sure it's, giving them some good, clean, fresh water. I also come in here, this is a tray, a seed starting tray that I got from Haas Tools, and I'm using it for a wading pool up. Someone told me a long time ago that chickens like to wade, that they cool off through their feet. And I don't know how true that is. I didn't really research it, but I know that every time I put water out there, and sometimes I'll spray, there's a little indentation right there. Sometimes I'll fill that up with water in the afternoons, and they'll wade through it for sure. Now they're pecking at stuff, but they're definitely getting into it, ankle deep. So I brought this little pan out here, and I've seen them in it. So and there's a lot of dirt in it, so that means they're tracking it. In fact, I can see some little tracks in it. Some chicken tracks. So they're in it, maybe not all of them. They were scared of it at first a little bit, but just a little something to allow them to jump in, and if they want to, if they need it, and cool off. Now, as far as the mister goes, and you say, well, I'm on city water, I can't afford to leave it running all the time, because I'm just leaving that running all the time, because even at night we're getting in, just getting down into the mid 80s or so. So I'm leaving it running all the time. However, I've got a well. So if you don't have a well, I understand that you may not want to do that all the time. So I would, if it was me, I would put it on a hose timer right where your faucet is, and have it come on at maybe noon until about until dark, and then that should give them everything they need. Or just come out, if you can't do that, or don't want to do that, then just come out here. Make sure you come out here in the afternoons and spray their pen down with some water. Fill them up a mud hole if you got a low place. Fill them up a little trough, something that they can wade in, and just cool off. Man, it's tough on a chicken right now. If you look at your chickens, they're standing out there all day long with their mouths wide open. They're panting, and they're trying to cool down, as we all are. So help your chickens help you. They will give you more eggs. They will be happier. Happier chicken is a laying chicken, and these dog days of summer, chickens really slow down. They slow down in the winter, they slow down when it gets real hot, and of course when they start molting, start shedding their feathers, which I expect mine to start doing that pretty soon, as hot as it is. But maybe it'll just be before winter, I'm not sure. But anyway, if you got a place where they kind of gather, mine gather right there, just soak it down real good once a day. If you can, leave some standing water, either in the ground, you know, a place where they'll come in and wade in. But give them something. Give them some kind of water. Give them some kind of mist, something that will that'll help them out. Again, they'll help you out if you'll help them out. I really believe they will. Mine are. They're doing good. They're looking good. They're laying good. They don't seem to be stressed, so I'm happy with so far with what I've done and the way I'm trying to protect them from this heat. So do it for your own chickens too, and I think they will reward you. All right, I think that's it. We're gone.